Please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Prakash Diwan joins in now to analyze a couple of stocks for us. Prakash, hi, good morning and thanks for joining us. I wanted to start by asking you about this news that, our colleague has put out on Voltas. The Tata Group is exploring options to divest up to 9% stake in Voltas. And this move is in line with their plans to sort of simplify the holding structure in all the group companies. If you were a Voltas investor, what would your reaction be?
I think it'll probably end up being neutral, Sonia, for the simple reason that, quite a few people don't even know that Voltas is a Tata company. And it's something which doesn't carry the name, the Tata brand along with it. And that's one of the reasons it's kind of been slightly neutral to this. And, the restructuring exercise is anyways healthier for the company and for the... So I don't see any reason why as a shareholder my fortunes. So the other reason where Voltas is struggling is because air conditioning has not grown as much as we expected. They built capacity. So there are other reasons for it not kind of do very well at this point. But I don't think this news is going to have any major impact on the stock.
Okay. Good morning, Prakash. Good to hear you once again. I wanted to ask you about ICICI Bank. There is a raining of bad news. It's possible that this will result in a change of management. At the moment, of course, it's an insider who has been promoted. How do you approach the stock?
This is something which is not of any, it doesn't carry any element of surprise, Lata. Whatever is happening in ICICI as a counter is precisely what everybody expected, and they've kind of done it quite timely enough. They've got an insider to take on the reins while they probably spend more energies and time to look for somebody if they have to. And this also kind of eases out the pain of transition for the group as a whole. So my sense is the stock will do much better once this whole element of uncertainty and the overhang goes out of it. Because fundamentally, there's nothing that really, again, impacts it adversely because of whatever is happening. Whatever it had to happen has had to happen. They've taken a hit because of that. So, and if you see the kind of unlocking of value that's possible in some of the other businesses, we've already seen the securities business getting kind of in that re-rating zone. ICICI Pru is also kind of finding its feet. So I think very clearly ICICI as a stock will probably deliver from here is my sense. But you could probably get a better opportunity to buy into it at 265, 275 kind of zones. You don't need to probably buy it right away. But I don't think there's anything negative which will impact the company and the balance sheet and the P&L going forward from whatever is happening on the transition.
Okay, well, in any case, over the last 1 month, I think even 2-3 months, okay, that's the 3-month chart. ICICI Bank has done nothing for investors, nothing for traders as well. Prakash, I wanted your thoughts on how to approach M&M now. Today, the company is conducting a farm day at their Nagpur plant. They'll be not only talking about their tractor business, but also about the technology in agriculture and how they plan to, move forward with that. Do you think that this stock still deserves to see more of an upside?
Oh, absolutely. I think whatever they're doing is very aligned to their overall goals and the kind of objectives that they've set out, the long-term objectives, that is. So my sense is this is a company that's realizing where its strength is. It's farm equipment, tractors, the reach that they have as compared to, let's say, the other players like Escorts and all. And continue to kind of, plod along in terms of your forays into electric vehicles, into, UVs. So, it's doing all things right. I don't think the stock has done too well after the numbers came out about a month back. So, we've yet to see that big leap of faith in terms of a re-rating and wholesome ownership coming into the stock, which will definitely move it to the 4-digit plus mark. So I'm very positive. All this is very much in alignment with what you expect the company to do. Nothing untoward, or they're not losing the track.
Okay. Well, actually, Prakash, at this point in time, are you a buyer at all? The market seems to be finding a lot of resistance at 10,800. Are you a buyer? And if yes, in which sectors?
So, Lata, while you were on holiday, we didn't get to discuss much of buying stocks. And I remember last time you had asked me the same thing. What's happening is that the market is always giving you a better chance, even when you thought you could buy into a mid cap particularly. The next week, it could probably be 5-10% lower, and that's exactly what's kind of setting a complacency even amongst the buyers. And my sense is that whatever turnaround happens in, let's say, the July numbers that come out for June end, quarter ending June, that will also probably reaffirm a select pocket of micro improvement for some of the companies and sectors. So let me be specific. Look at Asian Paints. We had very good numbers. Now there's news about paints possibly coming out of that 28% slab moving to 18% possibility. I'm not saying it's happened, but there's a huge chance that it happens. And if that happens, there are these consumption themes. So it checks all boxes. It is part of consumption, great pedigree, low floating stock, good numbers. So, you still have buys like Asian Paints. And because you buy Asian Paints, you buy the guys who package Asian Paints. So I always talk about this company called Moltec Pack. Very small company, does a lot of packaging, in mold line packaging for Asian Paints and other things like lubes and dairy products, food products. But paints is a big area for them.
Okay.
So there are pockets of consumption that are kind of getting to offer good opportunity, and we'll definitely buy. So you can't not be a buyer, especially with money inflows the way they are coming in. I'm sure even the mutual funds have the same challenge. And there would always be good opportunities on a bottom-up basis.
Okay.